Hello everyone, it's Kim and welcome back to my channel and welcome to the first anniversary of the TBR Cafe, the TBR game I play every month to determine what I will be reading. It's been a year of this game, which is absolutely insane, so there's going to be some little changes just for this month to make it more interesting and more fun and pretty much a chaotic mess. So, let's get into those fun little twists and turns that I'll be doing for this round of the TBR Cafe. All right, so the first change will be the number I am rolling. So instead of rolling a d12, I am going to roll a d20. This probably is a horrendous mistake on my part, but I think it goes well with my other kind of twist to this round, and that is I will be having to do every single coffee break that pops up. As you know, I usually only do one per round, but this round, oh no, we are doing every single one. And a thank you to that is for Ashley from Ashley's Media Addiction. This idea pretty much came from her and me discussing how the coffee breaks work in the game, and so I said I was gonna take that idea and run with it for my anniversary round, and so here we are. So thank you, Ashley, for that, and I really, really hope that goes well for me because I don't know what's going to happen. But I did refill my coffee breaks with even more, and I've made it so there is a equal amount of cards for coffee breaks and no coffee breaks. So there's a 50-50 chance per roll that I will get a coffee break. So it's going to be chaotic. It's going to be chaotic to say the least. And then on top of that, I do have a couple read-a-thons that I'm hoping to participate in, and I will talk about those at the end, but let's get started and see what I'll be reading this month. Oh wow, it's probably going to be a lot. Here's proof, D20, we're rolling it. Let's see how many books I'm reading this month. 6. That's not bad. That is not bad. Okay, so 6, and then of course plus my 2 other challenges that I do. It'll be a total of 8 books right now, but 6 rolls. I can do this. This is great. 6 rolls. That's not bad at all. It could be so much worse. All right, here we go. Roll number 1. 4. I'm just gonna go clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4. So nervous. Okay. Did I shuffle these? I don't even know if I shuffled these. Oh well. I shuffled them when I set up the board, so we're just gonna roll with it. T is a standalone fantasy, and some of them do have purple tags. This means that this card is a coffee break for this round of the game to make it a more equal playing field. So we have a coffee break. First one. Here we go. Here's our cup of coffee breaks. Oh gosh, I'm so nervous. Let's go with this one. Oh no. Oh no. No coffee plus 2 additional rolls. We will now be having 8 rolls total. For our first roll, we got standalone fantasy, and then we also got a coffee break, which is denoted by the purple tab on this card. For our book, I have decided to go with The Boneless Mercies by April Genevieve DeHulke. I don't know very much about this book. I know that there's kind of like a band of girls who are kind of like death dealers or like mercenaries or something along that line. I really don't know very much about this book. I probably did at some point when I first bought it, but it's been on my TBR for quite a long time. So I'm going to finally get to it and be reading The Boneless Mercies for standalone fantasy. And for our coffee break, we are adding 2 additional rolls. So we're at a total of 8 rolls now for this round. Roll number 2 is a 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 for our first coffee. Oh, no coffee break. All right, we are reading a random number generator prompt. I don't remember how I'm doing this prompt, but that's what it is. I will do a random number generator either for, maybe I'll do it for my bookshelves. So I'll do one for the number bookshelf, one for the shelf, and then the book on that shelf, and we'll see how that goes. I think that's a good plan. For the random number generator, I have decided to do this in the style of some D&D dice, and we're going to roll for each of the options. So for the actual bookcase, I'm going to roll a D8 because I do have 4 bookcases that pretty much have a good selection of read and unread on them. So let's see what bookcase I'll be reading from. Bookcase number 1. Okay, that's fine. That is kind of, I have a mix of romance and a lot of my book box picks on the shelf. All right, from bookcase number 1, I have 6 shelves that are holding books that I can pick from. What shelf will I be reading from? Shelf number 2. This shelf does have a handful of unread books, and because there are over 23 books on this shelf, I'm going to go ahead and roll a d20 and skip over my read books. So let's see what I'll be reading. 8. Okay, so this is bookshelf number 1 right here, and we had shelf number 2, which is this shelf. And to make it more fair, I am going to skip the unread books, and oh my gosh, I'm going to fall over, but we rolled an 8, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So plain bad heroines. The random dice generator generated for us Plain Bad Heroines by Emily M. Danforth. I'm excited about this one. There's very dark academia vibes, some gothic Hollywood vibes, very more of like an autumn read, which is kind of, I don't know, it's almost like I kind of want this right now. I think maybe reading my favorite seasonal kind of books might get me back into having a good reading month, because March was rough, so I'm hoping that maybe April will like bring it back for me. So it is a chunky book. It's a chunky book coming in at over 600 pages, but I think I'm okay with that. I feel good about it because I do really want to read this one, so I don't feel intimidated by it, even though it is a big book, but it's a big book that I want to read. So Plain Bad Heroines by Emily M. Danforth is my pick for, what was this prompt? Oh, the random number generator. Roll number 3 is a 2. 1, 2. We have a cupcake, and our prompt is, what is it? Cupcake. A metallic cover. Ooh, I don't think we've had this prompt before, and we also have another coffee break. All right, the cup's back. Let's see what we get. All right, I have one. -1 roll. We're back down to 7 now. So we are now at 7 rolls. For roll number 3, we got metallic cover as well as another coffee break. But for our metallic cover, I am going with Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb, book 1 of the Farseer trilogy. It has some very minute but there metallic details, and I'm stretching this because I really want to read this book. I've waited way too long. So Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb is my pick for metallic cover because of the details. And for our coffee break, we got -1 roll, so we're back down to 7 rolls for this round. Yes. Roll number 4 is a 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have an ice cream cone and a coffee break. Who knew? All right, so for the ice cream cone, our prompt is 2 plus authors. Nice. Let's go see what I can find. But before that, we have to do our coffee break. This is getting old real fast. Okay. All right, this one. Let's go with this one. Free coffee, have a cozy reading night. For roll number 4, we have 2 plus authors. as well as another coffee break. And for this one, I have decided to go with, and really I only had like 2 options. I apparently just don't have a lot of books with 2+ authors right now. And so for this one, I'm going with a science fiction by Giovanna and Tom Fletcher, Eve of Man. This is the first book that they've written together. So I read books separately by both Tom and Giovanna, but I've never read the one that they've done together. So this is the first in a series. So I will be reading Eve of Man. It's about the first daughter being born in how many? 50 years. The first girl born in 50 years. So that's what it's about. Otherwise I have no idea, so Eve of Man is my pick for 2+ authors. And for the coffee break, I got Have a Cozy Reading Night. I love this one. It doesn't affect the game, and it's going to be something I think I'm going to need during April with all the Read-A-Thons and the books that are so far on my TBR. Roll number 5 is a 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have another cup of coffee. And our prompt is ebook. Cool. I'm totally down with that one. I have plenty of ebooks to choose from, but I'm pretty certain on the one I'm going to pick. And we have another coffee break. So let's find out what this coffee break has in store for us. All right, shaking them up. Let's dive in. We're just gonna go right off the top. Free coffee, buy a new book. Yes, please. Buy a new book. I'm totally here for this one. Roll number 5, we got ebook, and for this I'm really excited to be continuing the 4 Horsemen series by Laura Thalassa, and I'll be reading book 2, War. I'm very excited to continue this series and see how the story unfolds and if we get to see the other characters some more. I don't know. I'm so excited about it. I really enjoyed Pestilence, like, so much, and so I'm very excited about War. So I will be reading that during April. As for our coffee break, it was very nice to us, and we get to buy a new book, and I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna buy House of Sky and Breath because I still do not have it, and I definitely want to be reading that one. So House of Sky and Breath is probably going to be my buying pick for this free coffee. Roll number 6. It's a 12. I rolled my d20, so we're just going to go with it. 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12 is a cupcake, and our prompt is Battle and War, and we have another coffee break. So let's see what it's going to be. All right, here we go. Another round of coffee break. Let's do this. No coffee, no doubling up. This basically means I have to choose a single book for all prompts, which really kind of sucks this round because I really was thinking of doubling up, but now, of course, my plan has been thwarted. Roll number 6 has once again given us a coffee break, but for our prompt we have Battle and War. So for this one I am going with Storm from the East by Joanna Hathaway. This is the second book in the A Glass Alliance series. I am very excited to continue this one. I really loved the first one, and I recently reread it late last year in order to read this one. So we will be once again following Aurelia and Ethan as they dive a bit more into their family histories and the war that's happening, and the political intrigue is just so good, and I'm very excited to continue this series. So Storm from the East is what I'll be reading for Battle and War. And for our coffee break, we got no doubling up, hence why I didn't use a couple of the options I already had. So no doubling up. I can't double up on any prompts, which I guess, would this count for Read-A-Thons too? I feel like it might. So, oh, does this count for Read-A-Thons? Should I count it for Read-A-Thons? It would probably make it a bit more interesting. No, I'm not going to count this for Read-A-Thons. I'm only going to count this for my actual TBR game. So we only have one more roll as of right now for that. So we're only not doubling up for the game. Roll number 7, and hopefully our final roll is a 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We are ending with an ice cream cone and hopefully no coffee breaks. Yes, we are safe, but we do have a 5+ word title. Our final roll number 7, gave us a 5+ word title, and for that I am going with The Final Girl Support Group by Grady Hendrix. This I'm so excited about. Usually I would save this kind of book for like a more like Halloween fall time, but it is one of the first ones I spotted that had a title of 5+ words, and I'm really excited about it. So it's kind of like there's a support group for basically the final person who is alive after either like a serial killer or like you know, in a horror movie, that final person who's alive. So it's a support group of girls that this has happened to, and one of them goes missing, and soon enough their whole world is starting to crumble again. Like someone knows about this group and something is going on, and I'm really excited. It sounds really creepy and thrilling, and I'm very excited to read this one. So The Final Girl Support Group is my roll number 7 pick for 5+ word title. Alright, so my last footage didn't record, so we're going to do it again, which is a bummer because I did pick the book out of this jar that I really wanted, but it's fine. This is my 12 challenge. Maybe we'll get the same one. I'm not looking at all. No, we did not, but that's fine. Let's see what my recommended book will be. Boyfriend Material. Okay, this one I have been wanting to read, and I've definitely been in the mood for like a kind of like contemporary romance, so 100% down for Boyfriend Material. And then next up, we of course have our nonfiction, and I have added a few that I recently got. So we'll see what we get. Okay, my hand is kind of getting stuck. All right, let's go with this one. Ooh, I think this might be one of my new ones. Ooh, I wonder which one it is. I mean, there's really only like 3 options it could be. So I'm excited to read all of them, and I'm kind of happy that one of them popped up. Which one? We are reading The Unconscious, which is by Sigmund Freud. For our challenges, up first we have our Instagram rec pick, and that is going to be Boyfriend Material by Alexis Hall. This book has been on my radar for a while, so I'm very excited about it. I also could very much use a like contemporary romance right now. It's springtime. Like I just need a little something that's a bit more like fun and not quite as serious. So I think this book will be perfect for that. And then for our nonfiction pick, we got one of my new additions to the jar, and that is The Unconscious by Sigmund Freud. I am very excited to read this. It's very short, but it is academic, so it might take me a little bit to get through just because I feel like it's going to have a lot of like thinking included, and it's been a while since I've read an academic type of work, so I'm very excited about it though. So I'm very excited about this one. But yeah, so The Unconscious by Sigmund Freud and Boyfriend Material by Alexis Hall are our 2 challenges for April. And to quickly let you know about the 2 readathons that I'm mostly planning on participating in. One is a very last minute edition, but the first one is of course the Magical Readathon, and then the other one is going to be Realm-A-Thon. Realm-A-Thon is very tentative, and I'm really not sure 100% what I'm going to be reading for either of these. I'll probably try for at least Realm-A-Thon to use the books that are already on my TBR, but for Magical Readathon, there's a little more picking involved, and I do plan on vlogging as well in April, so if you want to know what I'm going to be reading for readathon prompts, I will put those in my weekly vlogs or daily vlogs. I haven't quite decided. We'll see. Daily vlogging might be a little much. We might stick with weekly. But yeah, so that's my plan for readathon information and books. But I'm feeling good about April. I really thought that the weird twist to my game was gonna really mess me up, but it wasn't nearly as chaotic as I thought it was gonna be. I think I lucked out. To be perfectly honest, I think I lucked out. The D20 at the beginning was very nice to me, and the coffee breaks were fairly nice to me as well. I mean, a cozy reading night and buying a new book. I mean, it could have gone way worse. Way, way worse. Like, there's some rough coffee breaks in there, and I'm going to keep them all in there, so you'll probably see them in upcoming games. But yeah, so let's do a little roundup on what I'm reading for the month of April. Here it is. This is the final stack minus war and boyfriend material, and then whatever I decide to do for the read-a-thon. So there could be a little bit, there could be a few extras, but for now, this is the books for April. I'm pretty excited about this list. It's not quite the mixture of books I thought it was going to be. I don't know. I really didn't expect, obviously, Plain Bad Heroines. I didn't expect that one. I was going to try to get Assassin's Apprentice on this TBR, and I did do that because I do want to really read that one. But yeah, some of these were a surprise. Like Eve of Man as well was not going to be on this TBR as far as I was planning. So yeah, I have an interesting selection for April, and I'm really excited about them. And with that, we've reached the end of the first anniversary round / edition of the TBR Cafe, which is round number 13. I am so excited and really amazed that it's been a year of this game already, and I am so grateful for everyone who's watched and commented that you are loving the game. It means the absolute world. So thank you for your support in my TBR game, and I hope you all enjoy it. I have a little surprise coming in the middle of the month for those of you who do enjoy this game. Leave a comment down below and try to guess what it is, but also leave me a comment letting me know what you are reading this month, or if you're participating in any read-a-thons, let me know in the comments. As well as if you just want to let me know that you were here, drop a coffee cup emoji down below. I hope you all have a wonderful reading month for April. I know I'm hoping to have a great reading month because March was a little slow for me. But yeah, so I will see you in the next video. Happy reading and take care, everyone. Bye.